Hi guys, good evening and welcome back once again to The Edward. I'm your host Eddie, and in tonight's video I'll be bringing you my very delayed review for the latest and very good episode of Star Trek Lower Decks, which dropped its newest episode this past Thursday. In fact, I realized that while I was watching it, this is the second to last episode of the season, with the season 3 finale dropping this coming Thursday. Wow, hard to believe we're already towards the end of this season so far. So before I get into all of that, of course, please be warned, this is a spoiler-filled review, so if you're not caught up on Star Trek Lower Decks by this episode or previous episodes, you don't want to keep watching or listening, as I will be discussing spoilers, plot details, all that jazz. That being said, you have been warned. That being said, let's dive right into it. First and foremost, this was a very good episode, not necessarily because it was super funny like most of the episodes are, but because it actually felt like a pretty sincere episode of Star Trek. Like, it felt like it had the seriousness of Next Generation almost. And there were some funny moments here or there. It was cool to see the Federation News Service highlighted. We haven't really heard or seen them reference much, to my knowledge, since Deep Space Nine at the height of the Dominion War, when Jake Sisko remained on the station to write about what was happening on the front lines for the Federation News Service. And that was like the last time we heard them mentioned or referenced or whatever. So it was interesting to have a character from the actual news service aboard the ship to learn what life is like aboard a California-class starship. And it was kind of funny how Captain Freeman tried to keep the ensigns from basically doing their day-to-day stuff while the reporter was aboard, but of course it didn't stop Beckett from spilling the beans, although that's what we're led to believe. And then in typical Star Trek fashion, there's a bit of a plot twist towards the end of the episode where Beckett actually sang nothing but praise for her mom and for the crew of the Cerritos. It was actually everybody else who spilled their guts about all of the crazy adventures and all the bizarre things that have happened to them over the course of the series, because of course we're all led to believe, to think that Beckett spilled the beans to this reporter about all the crazy stuff that's happened to them and whatnot, but it turns out it was all the other crew members and not Beckett. But it pissed Freeman off so much that not only did she kind of disavow her as her daughter, but got her transferred off the ship to the notorious Starbase 80, which we still don't know exactly what's so terrible about it, but the two guys who came to pick up Mariner in their ship seemed super stoned and out of it, which was super funny, so that part was pretty funny. But the rest of the episode felt and was played rather serious, especially with the awesome, exciting scenes with the Breen, whom we haven't seen since Deep Space Nine, since Star Trek Deep Space Nine, when they played a crucial role in the Dominion War. And the fact that the Breen have reappeared in the Alpha Quadrant could be this next stage in a whole new threat to the Federation, or to the Alpha Quadrant. So that was pretty exciting and pretty unexpected. I'm like, oh shit, it's the Breen! How about that? How cool! What a great forgotten enemy to totally utilize. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then the episode ended with Mariner apparently resigning from Starfleet altogether once she got to Starbase 80, and then she joined that one girl, the one who was trolling her when she and Boimler were trying to recruit on behalf of Starfleet, and this one chick seemed to be an archaeologist or some kind of scientist who was looking for relics all over the galaxy, and Mariner seemingly has thrown in with her, so it'll be interesting to see what becomes of that plot line as we move into the season 3 finale. Will we deal with more of the Breen incursion in Federation space, or will the Cerritos be trying to find and get Mariner back and give her a great big apology? We'll see what happens, but overall, very good episode, and I really cracked up at the two stoner types who came from Starbase 80 and didn't seem to know what was going on and the way they were acting and behaving. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I do apologize for the delay in uploading this review. Thank you for bearing with me. Star Trek Lower Decks Season 3 finale drops this Thursday on Paramount Plus. Don't miss it. I'm sure it's going to be a good one. Have an awesome rest of your night, everyone. Thanks for watching. And, of course, until next time, sorry. live long and prosper.